How many times have you entered a hand with cards that looked great at first, but ended up losing your whole stack the same way? Fast and painful? In poker, not every hand deserves your investment. Yes, investment, because that's what it is. You're putting your money on the line. Want to learn which starting hands actually give you a shot at winning, and which ones belong in the muck? Today, I'll show you how beginners should choose starting hands the smart way. So you're not just playing poker, you're playing it like an adult who pays rent, that it's responsible. Not only a dreamer, you're starting 2 cards in poker, they're your launch pad. They dictate the direction of the entire hand. They're not just cards, they're the foundation of your decision. At the micros, your starting hand determines up to 70% of your success. If you play trash hoping for miracles, you're just donating your bankroll. You could play the post-flop perfectly, bluff like Gus Hansen, and read opponents like Doyle Brunson. But if you entered the hand with garbage, don't expect magic. You just planted a bomb under your own bankroll. Hear that ticking? Premium hands are your main weapon. You can play them from any position. A pair of aces, kings, queens, ace and kings. Those are hands you almost always play, no second guessing. These hands are strong by themselves. They don't need improvement, they don't fear action, but hey, even a rookie knows the premium hands. So let's move on to something a bit more interesting. Oh, and drop a comment. What do poker players call ace and king? Or even better, what do you call them? There are hands that aren't premium but still play well, especially when you're in position. We're talking about jacks, tens, and high cards like ace queen, ace jack, ace 10. From late position or versus weak players, they can be highly profitable. They give you initiative, apply pressure, and even if you miss, you still have options. But it's not black and white. You've got to consider your position, number of opponents, and their play style. Ace-jack might be great one moment and dominated the next. Especially when you call a raise and see a nit from early position, that could easily be queens and more, or ace-kings. Now let's talk about another play style of hands. 7-7, 8-8, or 9-9. They look strong. After all, they're a pocket pair, right? So is it fine to play them? And that's the trap. Medium pairs are often overvalued. You enter a hand, flop comes ace or king. Boom, now you're lost. Are you ahead or way behind? One of the most common mistakes. Calling a 3-bet with these and playing the flop like you've got pocket aces. Pro tip, medium pairs are the hands that get overplayed the most. But shh. That's our little secret. Medium pairs aren't a trap, but they're also not a green light to brawl. Play them carefully and don't be afraid to fold. Ah yes, those pretty hands. They look cool, like they belong on a poker magazine cover, but in reality, they're a wolf in sheep's clothing, or worse, a sheep in a king's costume. But if you can't fold, they'll trap you like gum in carpet. King 10 off, already behind King 10 suited. Queen 10 off, easily crushed by queen kings or ace and queens. You're not completely whiffed, but you're not ahead either. These hands are dangerous because they're almost good, almost hit, almost won, almost lost. Only play them in position and always be ready to fold. Don't overvalue second-rate junk. These pretty hands, they're like bad dates. At first, everything seems fine. Then you're staring at the flop thinking, what have I gotten myself into? Remember, not every card is the hero of your story, but you can be, if you play with discipline. Let's talk about hands that seem playable to some people, but quietly drain your entire bankroll. Offsuit junk with big gaps, king 7s, queen 5s, jack 3s, no connection, no straight draw, no suitedness. Even if you hit a pair, you're usually dominated. Don't play these, ever. Low suited connectors, 3 and 4 of spades, 5 and 6 of heart. Don't romanticize them. If you do open, only from the button. Even if you hit something, it's usually too weak. Small pocket pairs, 2s, 3s, 4ths. You'll miss the flop more often than not. And even if you flop a set, you may not get paid. Only open them from the button. That's where you've got position and can take the pot, even without hitting. I know you want to play every hand, but poker is war. And these hands, they're plastic swords. They look fun, but they're useless in a real fight. Buddy, I know all this pre-flop stuff might sound like rocket science, but don't worry, I'll lay it out real simple. Here's what to open from each position. Let's start with early position. You're one of the first to act. Be tight. Only play strong hands, period. All suited aces. For example, ace and 2 up, suited Broadway plus 10. King 10 suited, queen 10 suited, jack 10 suited. Offsuit Broadway plus jack. King jack off, queen jack off. Pocket pairs like 7-7 and higher. That's it. No drifting. Everything else is garbage. Now middle position. A little more freedom, but still cautious. Add suiteds. King 9s, queen 9s. Suited connectors like 10 9s. Offsuits like ace 10 off, king 10 off. Pocket pairs down to 6s. Now the cutoff in like a balcony view. You see more of the table so you can add. Suiteds like king 8 suited, queen 8 suited, jack 8 suited. Ace 9 off, yeah, that's okay. Connectors like 9-8 suited, 8-7 suited. Pocket pairs like 5 and 4. Now for the sweetest spot, the button. You've got position, so range opens wide. Play all pocket pairs, even twos, all suited aces, almost all offsuit aces. Maybe skip ace 2 off. Offsuits like king 9 off, queen 9 off, jack 9 off. Suited hands down to king 5 suited, queen 5 suited, jack 5 suited. Connectors down to 5-4 suited. And finally, small blind. Similar to button, but be cautious. Big blind still to act. That's it. Simple rules. Not perfect, but memorize these and you're ahead of 90% of beginners. Want a cheat sheet as an image? Don't forget our Telegram private community. It's all there. One thing to remember, discipline beats emotion. Don't play out of curiosity. Don't burn your bankroll on trash. Treat every hand like an investment. Ask yourself, would you invest in a garbage card? No? Then don't click that bet button. Want more preflop tips? Subscribe to the channel and join our Telegram, where we share insights there that you will not find on Google. See you at the tables.